Hi guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing my Project 10 Pan intro for 2022, and originally I had set for this to go up last week, but for those of you who don't know, I had COVID. I got COVID, and my child brought it home to me, and I ended up so sick, whereas he recovered quite quickly and I did not. So I still feel like I'm on the mend. I still feel like there's a little bit of crazy going on with my body. I'm super fatigued. I still feel like my voice just isn't quite what it typically is. And yeah, so there's that. I am sorry for being MIA for the last 10 days, but you guys got videos because I'm pre-recorded, so that's good. With that said, you're not seeing a palette roulette video today because I didn't wear makeup for 10 solid days. Today's the first day I'm wearing makeup, and I'm not sure I'm down for this look I've got going on, but hey, I'm here, I'm rocking it, and let's get this intro out of the way. Hi, for those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm so happy to have you here. I am a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a district leader for Ulta. I like to bring you all the education I'm receiving from my position in the beauty industry, but I also just kind of like to chit-chat about makeup. And you people are my people. I pick you, Pikachu. I hope that you're here for it. And if you are, I hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. With that said, let's roll into my 2022 Team Project Pan rolling 10 pan intro. Let's roll into this Project Pan intro, why don't we? Alright, so I have a plethora of videos that I have to get recorded today, but this one is where I thought I would start because I definitely need to get it out there into the universe before it's time to update, and I've got nothing done. So we're going to call it starting right now. For the year, even though I've been using these products, I didn't weigh them or take pictures of them until today because of aforementioned, death on my doorstep. So I do have 10 products that I'm rolling in today. My goal is to finish all these products, so they won't be rolling out until I finish them, which is typically the way I do my projects. It is a rolling project, so as I roll things out, I'm going to roll a new item in. I don't really do a full face of. I just pick and choose items out of categories within my collection that I think I can roll in and roll out. With that said, there are some easy peasy ones in here. There are also some ones that I think are going to take me quite some time to finish. So let's roll into this. Let me show you what I got. So the first thing I have here is this. I thought we would put a foundation in this. Sure, why not? This has been in my collection for a while now, but it is one of my very favorite foundations in my collection, so I don't anticipate this will take me much to get through. And I love having a foundation in my project so that when the foundations in my shop, my stash aren't working for me, I know I have a foundation to pull for. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. It is considered a medium to full coverage foundation. I would say it leans more on the medium to buildable full coverage foundation. It can be very full if you want it to be, but what I love about this foundation is I find that it's really breathable, moves with my face, not into the crevices of my face. I have really dry skin. I don't know that I would consider this ultra hydrating, but I do know that my face doesn't feel any drier when I take it off. I feel like it's a really great foundation to start with. This did weigh in at 44 grams to start, and this is where the line is where I anticipate that's kind of where I can bend it to. So that's where I anticipate this foundation is sitting. I do feel like this won't take me very long to get through once I start it. I think that I will have this done probably by the end of, say, March if I put my mind to it. With that said, what I've got going on in my shop, my stash, which I'm not sure that you guys have seen that rotation yet. This foundation that I'm wearing today is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable, and I put it into my shop, my stash, because it was one of the items that I didn't declare because I thought I would use it in a time frame when I was a little more light. a time when I didn't have a tan and see if I liked it any better. And I can tell you, I absolutely hate it. Not only is it way too light for me, obviously, and I did put darkening drops into it. So no, I like 4 darkening drops into it. So like no amount of darkening drops is going to make it the color I need it to be for my skin. But it's also just very dry. I feel like it makes my skin look so bad. So I'm glad that I'm just here filming today and these lights will wash some of that out. But this will get some use this month during the Shop My Stash rotation, because that foundation is just not for me, and I know that I'll declutter it at the end of the day. So love that I put this in here. 44 grams, like I said, and I did mark it, so I don't anticipate that will be in very long. So the next item I have is this. This is the Shiseido Urban Environment Oil-Free UV Protectant. So this is going to be my SPF for the interim. This is an SPF 42, which I always thought was really weird when I first got this. This is an item that I picked up from, I believe I got it from Influencer. It's this really weird, like milky, but not like lotiony consistency. So it's very wet. And it kind of has like this blue light look to it, which I think is the UV protectant in it. But it did weigh in at 40 grams. There is no way to see through this. It's a completely opaque, you know, bottle. So we'll have to rely on the weights to get there. But I have used it quite a bit. I just think that there is still quite a bit left in here. It doesn't take very much, honestly, of this product because of the consistency of it. So I don't know how long this will last. I do wear SPF almost every day. I'd like to say every day, but I forget often. I think this will probably remain in my collection for quite some time. Honestly, it might even last throughout the entirety of the summer. I feel like my lighting is a little off, so we're gonna change it here. There we go. Is that better? Yes, I think that's better. That's much better. I look a little less pale from this foundation on the screen, so there's that. Sorry about that lighting, folks. All right, the next thing I have in here is this. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. And you guys, you know, I've been using this eye primer for quite some time, actually. It's been in my collection for many a moon. It's old. It truly is old. I think I got it as a gift with purchase, but it's just like, here's where it's at right now as far as marking. And that's, again, just a guess based on where I can bend it. It did weigh in at 6 grams of product. I would say that I don't think it's going to take very long to get through it, but I also know that eye primer, you know, this size tube has lasted me like 6 months before. So I want to say that I could probably have this done by March, as long as I'm wearing makeup in the way that I typically wear makeup. If nothing else should happen, that should roll out in March. So that's one of those like gimme items that I can throw in here. I know I'll use it every single day. The next item I have in here is this. This is the Milk Makeup Blush Stick, and this is in work. This is just a mini. And this was something that I rolled into my Shop My Stash early last year and didn't realize how much I liked it until I rolled it into my Shop My Stash. So I ended up keeping it in my collection because of how much I loved it through the Shop My Stash. I do have a picture of it here. It did weigh in at 17 grams. There is an awful lot of product here, so I don't anticipate that this will be one of those products that'll roll out of my collection rather quickly, but I do think that I'll be interested to see how long it takes me to finish it, or at the end of the year, how much I have finished. Blush is not, I mean, this isn't going to get everyday use, so we'll see, but at least it being in here, it's going to get more consistent use than it will in my drawer full of 900 other blushes to pick from. So I'm really excited to see where I end up with that product. Again, it's not a product that we can see through, but I did roll it all the way up in the picture so that you can see how much is left of the product in there, so that hopefully we'll have a better idea as we move forward through this, what kind of usage we're getting. The next one I have here is one rolling in from last year's project pan, and it is the Becca Under Eye Brightener. I really love this product. It's one of my favorite products on the planet. I'm really glad that Smashbox picked it up. I think I said that in my project pan last year. It does have the orange marker on it because that's how I mark the project pan items in my collection. There is quite a dip in this, so I do think that it is really close to me hitting pan on this. But again, I just want to finish up a product. This one is a rather old one in my collection. And for a while I was hoarding it because I knew that Becca was going out of business. But now knowing that Smashbox picked it up, I can actually start using it again without feeling some kind of way about it. So that one weighed in at 35 grams. And I am anxious to see how far I can get with it. I do think that if I spend, you know, a good amount of time with that product, that I can have it done by the end of the year, but I don't think it's going to be done much quicker than that. The next product I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. This is in Pillow Talk. This was a full-size lip product. I had it in my Shop My Stash towards the end of last year, and it was I'm wearing it today. It's a lip liner that I would purchase over and over and over again. I did not like the Pillow Talk lipstick. The color of the regular Pillow Talk lipstick, I didn't vibe with it, but I love this shade of Pillow Talk lip liner. This one is in medium, but I have a picture here because there are no weights for this. This is just a pencil. You can see it was a full-size pencil. I have already used quite a bit of it. I do think that this can be gone probably by the end of March, so maybe rolling into April, we will more than likely see this lip liner gone. I've used so much of it in the last 6 months, it's not even funny. So the next item I have is another item that we can't really weigh. It is a picture of the Precisely My Brow. This is in the shade gray. I love the shade gray. When my hair is, you know, all the different colors of the rainbow that I like to dye it, which I do need my hair to be done again. Gray goes really, really well. It puts just enough cool tone and just enough deep into my eyebrows that I love them. Today, I am not wearing this pencil and I am regretting my life, to be honest. My brows, number one, need to be redone. I had to cancel my brow appointment. Number two, they're just, every single other pencil that I use on my eyebrows leans very, very warm, whether it be a NYX pencil, a Wet n Wild pencil. I'm using a Wet n Wild one today. The only ones that don't lean warm or look warm on me are the Precisely's by Benefit. They are just, in my opinion, they hold the market for brows, and they should, right? They're Benefit. So I'm really happy to say that. But this is my Precisely. I just have a picture of where it sits. It's rolled all the way up in the picture so you can see where it sits. I don't anticipate this will take me very long to get through, but I have had Precisely's last me forever because when my brows are done, the only thing I use in my brows is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. So the only time I use pencils is when my brows are not done, not maintained, and kind of pissing me off. So this may take me all year to get through. Sadly, I'm anxious to see how much usage I can get out of it though. That's one of my favorite brow products. This is the Essence Brow and Lash Gel. So my friend JC bought this when we were doing a full face of drugstore. I will link that up in the cards. That was a fun video, super, super fun. But this has been in my collection for that long, and it's been probably 2 years at this point. I did mark it when all this gets settled. That's about where it is, or not about, that is where it is. But I also weighed it. This weighed in at 19 grams of product. The weirdest thing about this is that it's got a mascara wand, right? So it looks like it should be for your lashes, and it says it's for your lashes, but I don't know anybody who just uses clear mascara. I use it as a primer when I'm using it on my lashes. The wand on it is way too big for brows. It just makes everything, just smears everything all over the place. As a matter of fact, I used it today, and I'm really sad that I used it today because I think it is not helping with the brow situation going on today. I don't love this brow gel, but I do know that I use it as a primer on my lashes, and I think I'll get a good amount of usage for that purpose from this product, and I can see it being gone by the end of February or beginning of March. I would love that. And the next one I have is this. This is the ColourPop Super Shock in So Quiche. And it dawned on me last year while I was doing Shop My Stashes that I need to get some usage out of my Super Shocks. I think I threw away or decluttered 4 Super Shocks last year throughout the process of Shop My Stash because they were dried out. And I keep them really, really tight, but they are really, really old in my collection. This one is one that is kind of borderline dry, but still really, really pretty and doesn't feel like crumbly in the pan. So I do think that I can get some usage out of this. It's just a really pretty bronze shade with a little bit of a lavender kick, which I love about it. This one weighed in at 14 grams. There is hardly any usage out of it. I would love to see this guy gone. And I do know that these don't have very deep pans. So even though it's still a relatively full pan, should I concentrate on it, I don't think it'll take me long to get through. The last one is this, and I think I kind of spoke to this a little bit in a previous video, but you know, fever memories, I have no idea which video it was or if it even is out there in the universe yet. But I did get I think I have a larger Laguna bronzer, and this one, this mini one, is one that I pulled into my Shop My Stash before I got that larger one or realized I had that larger one. So but I love it. I love it, and I'm glad that I love it, but I need one or the other out of my collection, and this one has seen quite a bit of use. There's quite a bit of a dip in it just from using it in my Shop My Stash. So I'm really excited to put this into my project pan, get another, you know, product out of my collection that's just a mini, whereas minis kind of piss me off, honestly, that they're all over in my collection. I get it. This weighed in at 24 grams today, and I'm super excited to see how far I get with it. I don't anticipate it's going to be out of my collection anytime soon. That is my Project 10 pan 2022. It's a rolling project, like I said, and as I roll things out, I will roll another item in so I consistently have 10 items to work on. My goal this year, and it makes me so sad that this is my goal because I know how long some of these items are going to take me, and I don't know that I'll be able to complete it, but my goal this year, so last year I was able to finish 34 items, and the year before that I finished 21. I think in the year before that I finished 20 or 19 or 18 or 12. I can't remember. I can't remember that far back, but last year I was able to finish 34, and the year before that I was able to finish 21. So I think like, standing for reason, I have a better system, I know what I'm doing. I think I should be able to finish 50 products. What do you guys think? Is that a lofty goal? I think that's a lofty goal, but I also think that I can do it. I think if I put my mind to it and put some easy peasy items in here, as well as some ones that I know are going to take me a while, I think I should be able to finish 50 products. So that is my goal. That is my goal for 2022, and we will see how it goes. Are you guys doing a project pan this year? I would love to know what kind of project pan you're doing, but also what goals do you have? Do you think that my goals are lofty? Are your goals lofty? I would love to hear your thoughts, comments, concerns down in the comment section. Please communicate with me down there because I love, that's probably the best part, is having those conversations, building those relationships with you guys down in my comment section. So for those of you who aren't subscribed, I really hope that you'll want to subscribe and see how it goes here on my YouTube channel with my Project 10 pan, because this is where I post it all. So please subscribe to my channel. If you're one of the 56% out there that are watching my videos that aren't subscribed, I can't imagine why you're not subscribed yet. Like, I am a cool chick. I'm really fun to hang out with. So I hope that you'll want to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. This is the 5th year I've been on YouTube, And like, you guys, it just soothes my soul so much. And I hope that it soothes your soul as much as it soothes mine. And I would love to have you along. So please let me know if you subscribe down there. I would love to personally welcome you. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope that you and yours are well. I hope that you guys are staying safe and sound and healthy out there. And I hope that you're loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.